The first thing, let me share it first in YouTube. Yeah, for this morning, there are going to be two videos in the site, and this one is the Payplan. Now, I love this part, and let me tell you why. I love numbers. I went to school, business and computer systems. I never worked in computer systems. I just left and I went into sales because my personality, I had a personality to learn because I can be very analytical. And remember, we were talking about personalities. Adrian was talking in the past, and dolphins and whale, and et cetera, et cetera. I had a combination of several of them. Uh, but from the point of view, I can be very analytical. I can connect very into something and focus totally and become a totally nerd. And that's what I am in technology and with numbers. But then when it's time to apply, I cannot be just there. I have to express myself, and that's when the dolphin side start coming up. I like to share with people everything I learning, etc. And I'm passionate about numbers, and people think that I'm crazy. Can you imagine when I was when I started learning more about numbers, especially when I was studying in high school, when we were getting deeper into the numbers, I was so excited about the math book that I have. Uh, um, and they have the problems, and then at the end they had the solutions, etc. It was a book that we had with a bunch of problems. That's what I only have, that book. That was not a teaching, but just problems. And it became one of my favorite books in the whole high school. People say, "What? You love that?" Some people were doing crosswords. Some people were reading magazines. I was doing the math book. I love it. I thought if some people thought it was crazy because I like numbers. Maybe because I have a great teacher, and no, it was not my math teacher, it was my physics teacher. My physics teacher, because in physics you use math, you use formulas too, etc. Although this is physics, etc. He used to say that through numbers, we can find the secrets of the universe. And I don't think he was exaggerating. One time through numbers, we are going to find many secrets. Well, actually, you find that's the way that we find sometimes planets before we see stars, etc. They do mathematical searches, and then a star is supposed to be there because the light. And he was right. And today with AI, you're finding out more. And then AGI that just was released last week, even more, so much. Just to give you an example, they were talking about a challenge that they have for space traveling. And you're going to say, George, you are talking about space traveling in this training. Yes, let me tell you why. It's space traveling, and there are challenges. And one of them is time. Take forever to get to Mars, for example. And they put this problem in AGI. That's the next step to AI. And they feel that they are going to find new laws of physics and math that they are going to help the time traveling. No, they are inventing something new. They are going to discover that numbers can get you there. In other words, I was seeing the presentation of this physicist talking about AGI, and I said, whoa, that's amazing. And now I was excited at 1 o'clock in the morning watching that presentation. And I'm sure anybody that was watching me, one of my kids was saying, what the heck are you watching? But it was fascinating. Numbers, numbers. And numbers are going to get you there in this business. And the space to it, that's what you're going to. One of the things that I love about our pay plan is that it's very simple based on behavior. And something that, one second, I dropped something. Then I think many of you know, I'm one of the person that have input on our pay plan, because when they call us to that meeting, still the pay plan was not released yet, and many of the things touches I was part of that because I wanted to make sure that was intuitive. Because as much as I like numbers, that doesn't mean that I like complications. Because numbers on the basic form is when get you there. To give you an idea, the basic numbers are binary numbers, and there are only two, 0, 1. That's it. That's what it's using as a base of every computation, everything in the world. And when they sell those probes to space with information to see if there's life in other planets, they say information about Earth using binary code, 2, 0, and 1. And they just combine in ways that make sense. Because they assume that intelligent they may have something basic like that binary. And I'm not going to go into details because at first sounds complicated, but it's called the binary system. That's the base of the computer system and many things too, and language and a lot of things. But our pay plan is a binary plan. Now, it doesn't have two numbers, 0 and 1. What it does is two legs to build. And it's based in an universal view of many things. And let me show you, and some people have heard this many times, say, oh, George, you say it again. And let me show you that this is a very natural plan. How many of you know people with two legs? Two legs. Most people have two legs, left and right. And you don't have to know which one is the left, which one is the right. Interesting, a lot of things come into like our eyes, two ears. Interesting. Even in nature, they're giving us some clue. And our pay plan is built around that concept. The two. And I'm going to go, let me open the other side, the other window. You hear a weird noise, is that I didn't do this at the beginning. Okay. All right. Oh, the other camera is there. I don't want the other camera. Okay. All right. Now, something that I love to is to teach. You know, I'm a nerd about numbers, but I love to show that in the screen. And I'm going to show you the pay plan. And our pay plan is simple. It's just that it's different. And when it's something different, it's hard to find in the beginning. There was a story, and I probably have to one day to show that part of the video. I watched it. I watched it. I showed it last year. So from the show or the movie or documentary, What They Believe We Know. I don't know how many of you are familiar with What They Believe We Know. There are a bunch of scientists talking about quantum physics and a lot of things. But one of them, there's an interesting story that I heard many years ago too, but I never heard anywhere else until I saw it in the documentary about how when Columbus came with the three ships to America, when actually was outside, they call it the Española Island when they was discovered. Today's the Dominican Republic and Haiti. The Indians couldn't see the ships, even that they were just there in the ocean. And the reason is because they didn't have a point of reference of ships like that. And they just walking by the beach, etc. And they didn't get their attention because they had never seen something like that, and they didn't have point of reference until one of the chief, actually one of the witch doctors, start looking at the water and said, "There's a different pattern," and start looking, and it's when he saw the chips. Indians in that island have a blind spot to the chips because they didn't have points of reference. When we see the pay plan for the first time, we don't have a point of reference if you have been in network marketing before. Now, if you have never done network marketing, it's going to be easier to craft. That's interesting because if you have been like, for example, Mary Kay, the reason I use Mary Kay because many people have been in Mary Kay. Sometimes at first they don't get the pay plan because they say, hold on a second, because Mary Kay is different and they train in something different. Even that this one is a simple plan because it's based in normal things. But first, let me show you about, okay, let me see. I had to activate the pen and it's not activated. Okay, now it's activated. Okay, let me close the camera for a second. Okay, all right. We had the fast. Oop, it's not writing. Oh, it's not activated yet. Okay, activated. That's weird. Why my pen? Okay. All right. Let me share my screen. I love technology, as you see. Using that's another thing that nerds do. Okay. Now this is our whiteboard. Good. Okay, boys and girls. All right. We have fast money. The first one is retail, and it's very easy. We get 25% in bonus or commissions. That means, example, if we sell $100, we get 25% of this, okay, equal, oops, $25. This is an example. And get paid next day. Simple. No big signs here. We get paid 25%. Sell $100 or $10 or $1 million, you get 25%. The cool thing that as long as the sale comes before 2 o'clock Mountain Time, you get paid the following day. The section is when there are no banks, like Saturday and Sunday, for example. Second is PAB. That's when somebody said, okay, I want to buy packages. I want to join the business. I want to do what you are doing. This is for just people, customers. This is part is customers. This is just customers. Customer. Retail sale. This is for people that want to be join us. Be a brand ambassador. Brand ambassador means you want to join and you want to make money. And that's when you buy one of the packages and you make between $40 all the way up to 345 or $350. And actually you can make more because sometimes people combine more products and you get more. But that's what the package, most of the packages make. And this is paid weekly. Now, the week ended on Sunday by midnight, and then you get paid the following Friday. It's really quick. But this is the fast money. We call it fast money. You don't have a team. You don't have anybody yet. Now, let's go to the next page. By the way, that's a cool thing. In whiteboards, you have to erase. And when I was teaching this live before, this is when I started in the business, I used to have 3 or 4 whiteboards, or I have a flip paper to go back to what I said before. Here, the only thing that I have to do is, what did you say before? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. This is the cool thing about iPad. You can do it with whiteboards and Zooms too, but I find it simpler in iPad. Really, much simpler. The next part is team bonuses. Team bonus. This is where it gets interesting. Now, let's suppose that this is you. Now, this is your sponsor. That's the person that bring you. And he or she has 2 legs. Let's suppose that you are on the left side. What I mean is left side, everybody has a left and a right. Here is your sponsor right. That doesn't have anything to do with you. It's in the other side. But this is the side where she's building. And most paid plans, your upline has a bunch of legs. And you could be one of them. But you see there are tons of legs. Here in this pay plan, it's very simple. 2 legs, left and right. And you're here, the red. You're going to build also 2 legs, left and right. Put this lane to make sure everything on this side is your left. And by the way, you create two banks, left bank and right bank, left-hand side. Now, the top doesn't have anything to do with you anymore, except that your sponsor is there. She or he has also two legs, left and right. And for her, the left and right is different. I mean, still left, you are in the left, but has, you see, her own or his own right. And I'll leave it like that for a second. Just let's focus here on the red, on you. Now, when you start in the business, you have two legs, left and right, and you create banks, left and right banks. One of the genius of this pay plan is that it doesn't have levels, no levels. What that means that every person that's going to come under you, doesn't matter how deep. Again, you are the red, the left, right. Doesn't matter if it's inside of inside, that somebody brought their two here, another person, this bring the two here, but you see it's left and right. All this side is left, all this side is right. But there are little branches coming inside. Oh, this bring two, etc. Now you're building just here. This is your left, your right. Everybody building their own legs inside. You see this person inside, etc. Now you have to have two people in order to get paid. Now you don't lose the volume, as never losing volume. No losing volume. What that means, oh, I don't know why I move up. What that means is that doesn't say volume there. Well, it says volume, doesn't matter. That means that as long as you're already 60 points a month or every 4 weeks, every volume that's coming in, you are getting credit to, and it's saving or you are getting paid. And let me tell you what I mean. There's left bank and right bank. When you have in one bank, let's suppose 600 points in volume, and the other one 300, that's a total of 900. You get paid between $35 and $45. The difference is when you have 10 people that you personally brought into the team, they pay you from that point on $45. And we call these cycles. This is a cycle. Every time 900 happen, that could be the other way around, by the way, 300, 600. Everything that goes extra, because this is a bank, let's suppose that you got $700, you get paid 600, then there's 100 left. Stay in the bank for the next cycle, and here you get paid the 300. The next cycle could be the other way, the opposite side could go the other way, but here there are 100 points left. This is the hardest concept that we had to learn because it's brand new, but it's very simple. You get 600, 300, or 300, 600, and every time that happens, you get paid. The reason is genius because you get paid unlimited level. Doesn't matter how deep the volumes are. And if you don't qualify, because you don't have the 600, 300, the volume wait for you. You can have thousands waiting in one leg. And then let's suppose that this is the leg that has tons, because I have a lot of drawings. This one, I put the arrow, you see the two arrows. Then you have thousands of points. Let me put it here, erase. And you put so many points that you have 20,000 points. 20,000 points. Every time that you have 300 on this side, you get 300. Guess that? You get a pay a cycle, and you pull 600 from here, and then 20,000 less than 600. 20,000 minus 600, whatever's left, that's the volume they stay. But you never lose the volume. No losing volume. No losing leaders or people in general. And many companies, as soon as somebody become a leader before you, you lose that person. The person that become a super leader, let's put it in green, this person. Here, let's suppose that some super leader came here. You didn't bring the person, somebody there brought it, and that person become the super leader. You never lose that person. That volume counts, and the volume start accumulating. Now, something else that I'm going to show. Remember, your sponsor, Blue, has only two legs. If she sponsors, let's suppose, five people, where are they going to be? That person's also building her legs. And she's going to be left or right. And sometimes you're going to get people from her. They call it spillover, and it's going to go under you somewhere. That's cool. It's unique in a pay plan. You have to watch this video a few times because although it's simple, something you say, they're giving me people. Yes. The person is building. There's a chance that you're going to have people from your upline. But anyway, no losing leaders, no volume, no rank requirement, no rank base. When I mean no rank base, income is no rank base because you have two people that become superstars, one on each side and the other one. You can make up to 600 cycles a week. I'm gonna put week. I better feel it. If you multiply 600 times 45 equal, anybody? Well, oh, the iPad was going to give it to me, but it's 27,000 a week. You can earn up to 27,000 a week. I didn't tell you that you have to have certain rank. I tell you have to make sure you have one on the left, one on the right, and that you are active buying products and they are active buying products. That's it. No, I sponsor tons of people. I have more than two people, but you have at least one on the left and one on the right that you personally sponsor. And that's your left, your right, not the blue one. This is you. Let's call it L1. L1 is the people that you bring, L2 is the people that they bring, etc. But that's simple. And you get paid up to 27,000 a week. No levels, nothing. In the company I was before, this was the main way to make money. Here, this is another one that's bigger that we didn't have in my other company when we earned millions of dollars there. But in this one, we know we eventually we are going to be having $27,000 a week here. By the way, for those of you say, well, how much is that a year? Okay, 27,000 times 52 weeks. That's $1.4 million a year. That's the potential. I'm not telling you everybody's going to do it. No, you do it when you do it. It's consistent when we are doing it. Other people already doing it in our business? As far as I'm familiar, there are at least 5 people already in the company are doing this. We are not yet, but there are already at least 5 people are earning over $1 million in this part. They earn over 27,000 a week on this part of the pipeline. Are they genius? No, they just talk to more people. Or they brought the right people and they are building crazy. Takes time, yeah. Now, what is the difference? Why they do it so fast? Many of them came from other organizations. They brought great leaders. I don't know what happened. My light went off here. Oh, that's weird. I mean, I can see my computer. That's a good thing. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. The internet didn't go off, but the light went off for like 5 seconds. That's weird. Okay. But anyway, this is amazing. This part of the pay plan, and you just have to put one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right. That's it. Again, you just what do you do? Sponsor one on the left, one on the right. Teach people to do the same thing. One on the left, the other right. Now, the L1s are people that you sponsor. L2s are people that they sponsor. Now, you can sponsor another L1 here because remember, you have only 2 legs. This could be an L1. And this person said, oh, shoot, you got my place. I was going to put my L1 there. That would be your L3 because it's the L2 one is your L3 because the people that the L2 sponsor is the L3 and for you. Your L1 is the one that you sponsor. You see, but you start building your business left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. This is what you have to know: left, right, left, right. By doing that, guess what? You are getting to these big numbers. You're getting 2 people. You're getting, let's suppose that let's put weeks here, or months. Let's put months better. First month, you sponsor two people. The second month, those two sponsor each one, two is four. The third month, each one sponsor two is eight. Four, two is 16, and I'm going to put it all the way here to 12. Sponsor two, two, 264 sponsor two is 28, 256, 512. Well, I've done these numbers thousands of times. I know it by heart. 4,096, and we had all this is 1,192 people, and you sponsor only two. You're helping people to build an organization. People are using the products, and you get paid because all these people are going to be using the product every month. You're getting paid every week because everybody's already in a different week. That's so cool. You're getting paid. No, and you can get paid up to 27,000 a week. So now you say, I want to make more. Well, we had the second part of the Payplan, and I'm going to end it with that. It's the matching bonus. Matching. Matching is very simple. It's based on your people income. That means that everybody that you sponsor, this is you. Now you're going to see a different kind of trip, but this is the one that keep track of the people that you're bringing. Everybody that you bring is called an L1. Let's suppose this person, you sponsor that person, the sponsor that person, the sponsor that person. Now, all of them are built in two legs. It's just for graphic purposes. The computer also keep a track of who are the ones that you bring in. Although everybody's in two legs. Everybody's in two legs. But it's a great way to see who you sponsor. Every person that they bring is L2 for you, it's L1 for them. But everybody that the L2 brings is L3. Every person that they bring is L4. Every person that they bring is L5. Every person that the L5 bring is L6 to you. I mean, and you can see the whole thing. Now, this is very important too, from the point of view of money, because the company is going to give you a matching bonus. Every person that you sponsor, you can get between 20 to 30% matching. Matching on what? Let's suppose that this person here make, I don't know, $1,000. You make up to 30% matching, or in this case, $300 that goes to you. The person get paid 1,000, but you get paid 300. That's sent to you every week. By the way, the bonus before is also get paid every week. Everything's every week except sales. That's next day. You get paid $300, 30% because that person make $1,000. Now, what is this person here? Let's put the one at the end because this is here. This one is the one that's making $1 million a year. $1 million. It's the super leader that you made. So, I mean, made. You got into the business. Now, this is just an example. I'm not telling you that you are finding somebody tomorrow and that's going to make it. You, or it's going to make $1 million. The company is paying you 30% of what they make a year, although they're paying it weekly, but this is an example how much you make total a year. That's 300K a year. Just one person. This is amazing. Because let me go back, and again, this is the part I like, that you can go back to whatever we saw before. Oh, here, this one. And let me do it here. That this is you again, and this leg is going bananas. This one is not doing much. And you are doing only like, I don't know, 2 cycles. But the super leader you sponsor, he is bananas. The company is going to pay you matching on that person. Oop. Up to 30%. And let's suppose that this is the person. You're making 300,000. Now, what is so important about L2? People that they bring, every time they make money, they give you a 15% margin on them. On L3, every time they make money is 10%, and 4 to 7, I'm going to ask here, is 5%. This is simple math. Right now, our matching bonus alone is a six-figure per year. This is a matching on people that we have making money. This is the power of our pay plan. And let me go to one more page just to basically resume. First, come on, let me write. First, retail sales. We saw 25% next day pay. Second, a PIB, that's product introduction bonuses, when we sponsor packages now. That we sponsor when people join with a package, and we make between $40 to $350 and could be more. This is paid next day. This is paid weekly. Weekly pay. Then we have the team bonus. We can make up to 27,000 a week. And the way that we get paid, we have two teams, left and right, and we get paid cycles. Remember, a cycle says one leg 600, the other one like 300. That's a total 900. And you can have up to 600 cycles a week. And a cycle pay between $35 to $45. I mean, you get 10 cycles. The $45, for example. I didn't want to put that. Come on, get up. Let me erase this. All right. Then we had the matching bonus. That we get paid matching on our team income. This one is on the volume. Volume, we get paid on volume like normal sales. This one we get paid on income. We get paid two ways. And that's why you can make a lot of money. You may have to watch this video a few times. It's not complex. It's very simple. Again, just because it's new, that doesn't mean it's complex. You have 300 one side, 600 on the other side, or the other way around. That's a cycle. You get paid up to 600 cycles. That's 27,000 a week. And matching, your team leader make money with the team bonus, or your leaders, you get a matching bonus that go from 30% for up to 30% for the people you sponsor, all the way to 5% of the people that are deeper in your organization. But it is very, and I'm going to put it here, 30%. L2s, you get paid 15%. L3s, you get paid 10%. And L4 to L7, 5% matching. But anyway, that's it. Let me get out here. Oh, stop. Okay. Any questions? It's true that the more we see this, the easier it is to track. Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. The more we see this, to get to the point that you say, well, this is simple. Now, for those of you that came from Mary Kay, now go back to Mary Kay, and there is in your mind on the company. And remember, you say, okay, you become a consultant, and then you start selling, but then you want to go up, and then you have to be a director. What do you need to be a director? What kind of volumes every month? And every month you have to requalify, but then you want to go for real as national sales director. You now have to have something like, at all, I think it's 18, I don't remember, national sales director, personal sponsors. I'm not talking about people that come under you that are at the director level, that they have to have certain level volume every 30 days. Because if you don't have that level, you don't qualify. You have to do it for 6 months in a row. If you don't do it 6 months in a row, you have to start from zero again. You see, that's the complication of creating a plan like that. Here, it's very simple. You create left and right. You're building your team, and then people start making money. You are getting a matching bonus. That's basically what it is. And the potential is unlimited. Just in the binary, if people just make on the binary, you can make a lot of money. Like you see, $1.4 million. It's incredible. It's just that the other side is even bigger. And by the way, we didn't go through the whole thing. We didn't talk about the pool bonuses that you start getting when you get to a certain point. You start getting shares, and those shares you are getting paid, etc. But you have more control on this. The other one is based on the sales of the company, and you can get to those shares. And people say, "What do I have to do? Just go up and rank." When you go to 4-star, how do you get a rank? Help people to go left and right, left and right. Eventually, you have the volume to get to that rank. That's it. You don't have to even know that. One day, people call you, "Congratulations, you're a 3-star." What did I do? "Congratulations, you're a 4-star." What did I do? It doesn't matter as long as you get paid. And it's just bringing people and repeating the process, repeating the process, repeating the process. Any questions before we go? This is the right time to ask a question about the numbers. I know every time we talk about numbers, sometimes our mind gets fried because there's so many numbers. But believe me, it's simple. It's just that I like to go to show the potential, but it's simple. It's simple. It's 300, 600, create a cycle. And you get paid $35 to $45. And you can have a
George,
cycle. Yeah, go ahead.
hi, George. Hey,
Hi, BJ.
every time I see the numbers, I get excited. I get more excited about seeing the numbers than I do about the products. So I always try to catch this 8 o'clock thing because that makes my Saturday.
Yeah. Yes, I love the numbers, and when you're taking this product, it gave you more excited. You
I
can,
know I'm already on it. I'm
it,
already doing
as a matter of fact, oh, I don't have enough water. Well, that's okay. Yeah,
it. Okay.
I'm just doing it here.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I had not taken this morning, and I have to do it because in 2 hours I have the first meeting we have. We're expecting probably about 35 people. And then I have another one later tonight, and I'm getting ready here.
So is there any better strategy for placing people left or right, where it doesn't really matter?
Well, it's very simple, actually. Actually, let me share very quick. Um, Let me share again. It's very simple. It's actually the simplest part of the plan, and let me show you why. At first, you start left and right. You have to, because you have to have left and right.
Right.
But eventually, one side is going to have more volume than another one. Let's suppose that this is the one that has the most volume. If you had the most volume on this one, where do you put the new people? Think about that. Where you had the less volume. That's it. That's the strategy. You start putting people here because you already have so much volume here that you say, okay, I have a lot of people on this side. Let's start putting it on the other side. But it's like that. You have, right now, I have a lot of volume already on one side. I have hundreds of thousands coming every week on the other side. And in one of my sides. In my other side, I don't have that yet. I'm not going to put people in the one that have hundreds of thousands. I'm going to put it in the opposite. That's it. And the opposite in this case is this one. Oh no, I'm going to put people here because here, let's suppose that you're banking already volume. Let's put 6,000. I'm banking more than that because growing faster because we two of the people that we sponsor are going bananas on one side. And they are 4-star or about those two people that we sponsor. This is what counting other people out there. And then, of course, they are putting hundreds of thousands of points. And then we are putting people on the other side. Again, if you look at your tree and your left tree say you have 1,000 points and the right one has only 200, you just put it on the right. It's why the cool thing about having two legs. Just put it on the right or left, wherever you had the less volume. Now, this is the cool thing. Your computer is already set up. Your back office is set up to put people in the lesser leg. That means that you don't have even to think about. If somebody sign up from on your website directly or from your app, automatic is going to go where you need the volume. You don't have even to think about. But where do you need the volume? Where you have the less volume. That's it. It's like having the stores.
So you would set the placement for lesser volume or lesser.
It's already set up. It's already set up. But you can go to placement, and placement, by the way, you can see. Let me see if I still have. Yeah, let me go to this one. Oh, hold on a second. It's not sharing right now, is it? Oh, no, no. Oh, I have to stop sharing the other one. Okay. All right. It's like this one. You go to settings here on the left side. And then in settings, excuse me, it's a placement. You see, mine says lesser leg. However, you can force it. If there is some kind of strategy that may happen, you don't have to know when do you need a strategy. Actually, you can know if you are decide, okay, this week you are going for a rank and you want every volume to go on the left leg because that just need the volume, even that there's not your strong leg, your weak leg yet, because there's a strategy. And for those of you when they are going for 3-star elite, 3-star pro, when you're ready for that, it's why we go with people, because if they don't have a strong leg, we make that strong leg. and that's why then we force those volumes in one leg. We force it on the left or we force it on the right. But that's a strategy. When people are starting, they say, okay, we are going for 3-star pro. And they already have an organization of 100 people helping, working with them. And then they go, if they don't have one strong leg, if they already have a strong leg, they don't have to do this. But if they don't have a strong leg, they are so darn balanced, then that's the only way that you force it. That's the only way that you strategize. But as you see, mine is on lesser leg. I don't have even to think about, well, this is not mine, actually. But mine goes in the strength leg, but this is the way it goes in default. It's the default, left. Lesser, excuse me, not left, lesser leg. You don't have to do absolutely anything. And again, unless you're going on a strategy, but you will know when you need that strategy. When you say, okay, I'm going for 3-star pro, what do I do? Now, you can say right now, I want to go for a 3-star pro, but you're starting out, you probably are not ready yet to go today. You can go to 3-star, 1-star first, 2-star, 3. But this is when you are going into the higher ranks. It's because these higher ranks are based on doing it in 4 weeks. And sometimes you have to force the volume in one leg. When I mean force, to make sure that everybody's coming into the same leg for a certain time. That's just to go faster. You can do it without even having that strategy. It's just that strategy, we have to go faster. That's it. And what I mean is that you don't have a strong leg, you have to create a strong leg. That's the way to create it. But many people don't have to do that because they already one of the legs stronger and they don't have even to think about it. Like me, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to force anything because one of my legs already strong. And I did on purpose. I make sure I put leaders in one leg that was going to make that leg stronger before I built the other one. Okay. Because because we want to go fast. I have leaders in both of my legs. It's just that two of my two of my strongest legs are in the same leg. And that's why I exploded. And for every 10 points that go in that leg, I have 1 point coming in the other one. Just imagine how strong it is. That is great. I don't complain. So far we have several $1 million in points in sales, even that we are new in the company, because we have great leaders now. Anybody else? But again, in 99% of the cases, unless there's a strategy, the lesser legs is the way to go. It's the simplest way. Okay. If you have any questions, actually, we don't have time. We went over time, but still, you have any questions? Yeah, I had to take a shower, and it's important, I guess, for going to the meeting. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, thank you very
George. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And anything, we are here at your service. Have an amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.